I'm Devoted. This is Small Talk with Devoted. Appreciate everybody tuning in. Um,
Hey,
anyway, yeah, let's just dive right
what's
into this thing. I'm sorry.
Sheldon, what's up with his movies and stuff?
Say it again.
I was like, you start by talking to Sheldon because I mean, that's a great segue to. Yeah, we know each other.
Y-
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. All right. Well, yeah, Sheldon Smith and I met in Hollywood at a 24-hour fitness and chopped it up a bit. Think we met in the damn. We're talking in the dry sauna. It's kind of funny, man. I met a lot of famous people at 24-hour fitness. I actually met one of Tupac's freaking bodyguards at a 24-hour fitness in Hollywood too. But yeah, man. So Sheldon played Warren G in the Straight Outta Compton movie. Um, and he is Jordan Sado here's cousin. He's his manager, and Jordan, the cat that's on here, GhostBoy here, as many of y'all know him as, is musical prodigy on the classical piano. Started doing it real young, and yeah, man, he's got a real solid freaking track record and future ahead of him, man. These cats are grinding hard. So if you were on the live in the beginning of this, just a little semantics. Sometimes it takes quite a bit to coordinate things from 1,200 miles away. Um. Anyway, so
Hit you in again?
say it again.
Where you at again?
I am in Colorado.
Colorado. I think my folks about to probably move out there.
Oh yeah, where are they gonna move to?
They don't know yet, but they know they want to move to Colorado because they were Cali people through and through for a long time, and then they moved to Arizona, and they've lived a bunch of different places. And then California was they've had enough California. There was enough excitement and expensive, lifestyle and all that shit for them. And then, do I need to watch my language on here?
I don't mind. It's fine, man. However you're most comfortable, brother.
Uh, and then, yeah, they're because the prices are good. They want to live older. So I know they were looking at, and my dad's getting job offers out there. Really good job offers. That was another big reason. Um,
What does he
yeah.
do?
What does he do? My dad's clean. I should probably get him on this. Honestly, he does everything. When he used to be roommates with Lenny Kravitz, Lenny Kravitz. So back in years ago, he was 5 years. He spent 5 years as roommates with Lenny Kravitz. I told you he dated J Lo. He was the pimp, man. He knew what's his face. He knew Prince. He knew all these niggas, bro. And he was also a UFC MMA trainer. So he was in the music industry, in the movie industry, and he was also MMA. I want to get him on here so bad. MMA fighter in the
Well, get him on here then. What you waiting
he's
on?
texting my pops right now. I know. I mean, if he could still watch and stuff, it'd be cool. But nah, don't. I don't want him watching. So I'll watch the way I talk. If he's watching, I'll watch the way.
Yeah, people don't understand, man. This whole thing takes a lot of coordination, man.
Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah.
Like
But no,
seriously, it's a full-time job in and of itself. Just having the studio set up for the next one, man. You know. And I've worked on some big productions, you know what I'm saying? So I know, like, I've been behind the scenes on the Oprah show, all kinds of shit.
mm.
Anyway,
My dad like the neurological sciences and the sciences of the brain, and he basically brings people to existential awareness in corporate worlds. So he went corporate after a while. After a while, he just like dropped it. He had me and my little brother.
that sounds like an oxymoron, man.
How
Just bringing existentialism to the mainstream, like that sounds insane.
obsession with there's black and there's white, but standing in the gray. My parents were, and I can they will admit this. They were part of a Christian cult while I was a kid, and so they were part of an extreme. And it's like they weren't before. They just had kids, and they were like, "What are we gonna do? We need guidance." And they moved from California to Arizona, and that's when they joined this Christian. cult, which they will call it now because they're obsessed with. They said spare the rod and you spoil the child. So they were obsessed with beating kids and shit. Not in a horrible way, but just spanking, swatting, and starting off young and stuff. And I don't know, it was weird. And so then they really broke away. But they still they still value Christian values, but they're not Christian. And they're existentialists, but they're not. Their science is that well, at the same time. So they're just some cool people.
Is that him, Julian Sado?
Tapped in, Dad. My dad's here. Yeah. Hey, Dad.
Tell him to send a request.
Huh?
Well, nah.
Oh, it'll kick you guys off if I do, huh?
Yeah, you can't do a three-way.
No, my family breaks away. I was talking to Dad, if you're watching, I was talking about shit. I was talking about teach neurological shit and how the sciences of the brain, and you bring corporate to existential self-awareness, and you get them to start becoming better managers, better sales. You travel and do that. That's what you're doing. I don't know if you're doing something different because you do so many different things. You teach kickboxing at a gym. Anywhere we go, you have a gym to teach kickboxing at. I don't know, you do everything. So.
If I were to stick it to anybody in showbiz, it would be Jennifer Lopez. And Puffy, you know this. Sorry, Julian, but I don't give up. If that chick was my own mother, I'd still go with no rubber inside of her and have a son and a new brother at the same time and just say that it ain't mine. What's my name?
This guy right here got the Eminem bars.
See, I wasn't lying. Yeah, I told about Lenny Kravitz too, and Tom Cruise, and Sylvester Stallone, and now they all know I'm not lying. Yeah.
That's crazy, man.
This really smacks.
That's pretty heavy duty. So what are y'all so busy around the clock with
Me?
Yeah.
So I flying manufacturing. So I work for right here, and I basically supply to suppliers who supply to suppliers. So I do mass orders. I have paper here. I'm selling like 1 million bottles and 1 million lids to one guy. Don't even want to talk about them. It's like we're and it's like I'm just sitting here and I'm doing it with like this really, really small company. That's my old best friend, Brayden, his mom. And it's like, she loves me like a son. And I just got recruited right in. And I don't know, I'm just getting paid by the hour and I'm doing it like that. And it's like, so I've been hustling. You can ask him. I haven't left the house in a week. I have not left the house.
4 or 5 days.
I almost want to say that. Yeah, like it's been a long.
He has to go take a walk today.
He really did, bro. Because I'm starting to turn to a vampire.
Do you guys hear it cutting out on your end at all?
Nah, it sounds solid.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Cutting out on your end?
It kind of sounds like when I'm hearing you guys come in, it's coming a little choppy.
Nah, we're pretty solid, bro.
Oh, it's probably because I need to turn you sideways. I can't turn you sideways, can I?
Yeah, now you're good.
No, I know what it is. It's because the speakers it's echoing for him. So
Could be.
The AirPods. Man, how did we do it last time? Oh, we did a 3-way live.
Yeah, we did a 3-way live.
Yeah, but that was because we were on Zoom, right?
Does that sound better?
Does
that sound better?
Yeah.
Or no? It does.
Sounds better.
Cool.
Yeah. It doesn't sound like it's cutting out at all now.
Yeah. Hey man, that GhostBoy project drops June 1st. So starting to get a lot of buzz. SoundCloud is blowing up.
I googled myself today.
Yeah.
It was clean. It says musical artist. I like that.
Nice. What are you on TuneCore or something? Like how are you distributing out?
DistroKid.
Okay, and that puts you in the mix with everything or what?
150 platforms.
Wow.
Plus, isn't it? I don't know. Yeah. It's pretty clean. But right now, it's like it says that all of them are dropped. I don't know why, because they're all dropping June 1st.
Yeah, June 1st. No, it's just saying
So in industry standard, those are all like 70-30 splits, pretty much, right?
Nah, it's 100.
We're 100. We don't have nobody. We're independent.
No, I get that, but the platforms charge to.
Nah, $20 a year.
Yeah.
DistroKid, bro. That's why DistroKid's like a hard ass. Actually, it might be more than that. I don't know how much it is, but it was not.
You know, we have the label plan, so we're paying 40 months.
And he paid, and he has his own. Label, don't you?
Yeah,
he has his own label. It's just private. It's just
because I'm saying like iTunes.
Talk about that around.
Like iTunes, you know, charges a certain amount or whatever per sale, doesn't it?
I'm making money. Pretty sure, I'll be getting paid. I think I made my first like $2 like the first week that we dropped shit, and I was like, hey, $2, like you know what I'm saying? Like,
oh sure, no, I get that, man, but like cats like iTunes, they're not just.
iTunes might take like they may take like 20%. You know,
I didn't know that. Sure. Right now it's the come up. So right now it's like I'm making money. I don't need to make money off my music right now. I just need to get it out, and I need to get my name out there, and I need to have platforms.
Oh yeah.
Well,
no, look. First of all, you gotta understand this conversation is for Sheldon, doggy. He's the management side. Don't trip.
But I know so much about it, bro. I've been with him. You can ask him. I asked the questions and shit. When we went to Peter's house, was that his name?
Yeah,
Peter's house. I was asking so many fucking questions. I don't know. I stay tuned in. It's like I was the same way with my acting career whenever I was doing that too with my agent. And I was with Kim Dawson. I think I told you about this. The only reason I didn't book shit was because I was in, that's my dad too. I was the dead zone.
Is he frozen?
Yeah, he's frozen.
No,
you're not. He's just sitting really still.
No, I'm trying to show y'all something real quick. See this? Hold on.
What's that?
Turn it sideways, would you? Yeah, can you turn it sideways?
No, look at it sideways.
Yeah, because we have viewers. So
okay, well they've seen it. Now can I see it?
Okay. Well, it's not exactly easy for me to do. Actually, if I turn it sideways, it turns my deal.
Never mind.
But anyway,
it's all right.
It's called All You Need to Know About the Music Business, man. It's Donald S. Passman. That is the industry standard book to this day, man. That universities, the whole nine, bro. That's the book I studied at the University of Colorado, Denver for music business.
Oh, word? Yeah, man. The industry is, it's going in so many different directions now. It's just changing every day,
Sure.
Every day. So you gotta be able to adjust and pivot and make your move,
Yeah. I'm just like this cat. This cat gives in-depth understanding of marketing, publishing, promotion, everything, man. Like anybody who's anybody in the industry knows who Donald Passman is. You know what I mean? Like, what do you guys know about Steve LaBelle, man?
I don't even know that name.
Never heard of it.
You don't know who that is? Wow, that's crazy to me.
Who is that?
Steve LaBelle was the one that managed Bone Thugs and Harmony, 50 Cent, Fat Joe, Sean Kingston. I mean, literally, like the list goes on and on. Yeah, y'all should look into Steve LaBelle, man. In fact, I wouldn't be surprised if Steve LaBelle picked up, or you know what I'm saying, or if you guys couldn't do some business with that cat for real.
Oh, word? Yeah, I'll look into that, man. Steve LaBelle.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, man. He's a very well respected individual in the music industry, man. Like everybody knows who Steve LaBelle is in the game, man. Anyway, so
my dad said he's a legend.
Oh, word.
See, yeah, there you go.
For real.
He knows what time it is. Shit, Julian, you gotta holler at your boy, man. I got some stories for you too. Alonzo Robinson knows him.
Nah, I'm not even.
Who's Alonzo Robinson? Huh?
Oh yeah, I know Alonzo. I know Alonzo. I bet Alonzo.
He's a legend.
And who's? I'm blanking. Your cousin? He's a. Come on, I'm blanking. You know who I'm talking about, Dad. Your cousin. He did that. He was like he was the president.
Who was president of ASCAP?
Lonzo.
Oh.
Lonzo.
Oh wow.
Yeah, we gotta start registering music to ASCAP too, so we might have to
yeah, Tone Look. Thank you.
Oh,
Thank you. Tone Look. Yeah. That's our cousin.
Yeah, that's our fam.
What?
Yeah, for real. That's our like.
Honestly,
blood.
we're supposed to do a show in March with him, but you know the whole pandemic, so that didn't go through.
Y'all are a beacon of nepotism.
I'll take some put our work in.
We do put our work in, yeah.
You know?
That's so funny.
I'm saying like, yeah, no, it ain't. It ain't got nothing to do with relation. I'm just kidding. So have y'all heard of Vibe More? Nah.
I feel like you're talking about so much old shit.
Like in the 90s.
You were asking us about 6
What you talking about? Friggin' old shit like.
People proud from the 2000s. We 2000 babies.
I understand that, but you sitting here reminiscing about your dad's life and stuff. But the second I bring up something old, oh no.
Yeah, it was cool. Yeah.
And besides, Vibe More is not old. He's like 23 years old.
Oh, word?
Yeah.
Old ass.
You really do.
Now, who is Vibe More? Who is that?
He's been put on by Omar Gooding, man. Cuba Gooding Jr.'s younger brother has helped him out in his career and stuff. But yeah, he was somebody that I met in Hollywood too, man. He was out there street performing. That fool be killing it, man. For real. It was funny, dude, cause like his people were trying to beef with me, bro, and I was like, "What it is, homie? You know what I mean? Like I ain't tripping on none of y'all."
Hey, yo, bro, since, you know, we got a few people on the line, you know, we should probably sample a little bit of Jordan's music, man. He got Call Me That's Out, you know.
I can do it off the TV. Yeah. Actually, just keep talking. I'll pull it up.
You know, we gonna, you know, play a little.
Go ahead.
It's buzzing right now.
Mm-hmm.
First, so y'all look out for GhostBoy.
Yes, sir.
Second for me to pull it up. So, yeah. Now ask us about more artists that we don't know about.
Well, I mean, a lot of these cats I'm talking about are nearer to you than me.
I'm sorry, probably.
I had to reach. These dudes are in your guys' backyard.
True, but I'm to be honest with you, new to Long Beach. I mean, I've been here for like since November. This is the file system that I made. It's here's the template. Here's the I'm not even gonna show you right now. I'm sorry. Okay.
So, Jordan, have you done a lot of performance?
No, literally came out here, like I said, in November. Had like 3 or 4 shows planned. Pandemic, and it was just like bullshit. But I mean, ended up being, I wouldn't have ended up working from home if I didn't. So I'm low key glad about the pandemic because now it's like I don't mind staying home. But as soon as it's over, yeah, we're planning to do.
Why are you not doing shows from home, man?
That's coming next. We're actually about to set that up soon. You know, meet up with boy who's working on a few of Jordan's production.
Yeah.
But yeah, live streaming.
Yeah, I didn't have the time before, but now I got the time.
Yeah, I'm still trying to get all this figured out, man. There's so much semantics behind all of this, you know what I'm saying? And like, you know, everybody and their mom is a gatekeeper behind this stuff, you know what I mean? Like even to go live on other, you know, platforms, like you gotta pay to do it. It's crazy, man.
Yeah.
You know, like you can go live by yourself, but you can't go live with somebody else. You know, like even what I'm doing right now, I don't know if y'all noticed, but the way that I look proper and Tupac looks proper in the back there is because my iPad is hooked up to my Mac, and so it's my regular camera looking at me. It's not on selfie cam. That's why it looks, you know, the right way instead of mirrored. But I just think it's funny that you would think, you know, that they would like IG would have like a little, you know, switch that you could flip to to mirror it when you're on live. Because I mean, like even my boy was like, yeah, I was watching Miley Cyrus on live and the banner that she spent so much money on was backwards. And just like that stuff's funny to me, man. You would think a multi-billion-dollar platform would, have you being looked at the right way rather than mirrored, but
yeah, I don't think Instagram was ready for how much action they're getting with live. They've been breaking records, so they gotta work out a few bugs. They'll be good.
Sure. Yeah. Well, yeah. I mean, there's an app for everything. You know what I mean? So like, there should be something to just mirror that in real time or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Because I mean, even like since we were talking about Tekashi, like when he freaking did that deal where he just had 2 million people on live, even his thing was backwards. Because it's just the selfie cam.
I'm cold.
You're cold?
Indeed.
That's crazy, man. How you gonna be cold out in the LBC?
I had my fan blasted before. I just turned it off.
Let me see. It's 81 degrees here right now.
I have no idea. What's the weather right now in Long Beach?
The weather, 70 degrees.
76.
That's that nice weather.
So you're dropping your project on the 1st, and what is that? What all is that entailing, man? You dropping an EP?
I'm glad you asked. So I have 3 songs on there that are already out. Call Me, Out of Time, and Hate and Peace. And Out of Time, Hate and Peace were my least favorite the album. That's why I kind of put those out first. So the rest are all really good. And Call Me was my favorite. So, but yeah, I have Call Me pulled up. It's on all platforms already. And the rest will be up June 1st. You've been saying. I'm excited as fuck.
You got any?
I think I told you about this, but I had a really shitty manager for like a year and a half. Who ended up taking to court. It was really bad. He was trying to sue me for $15,000, and it was really pathetic. I mean, it was just laughable, and it did not end well for him. But yeah, after breaking it for that entire year and a half, it was broken promises through and through. I'd be in Texas, in Dallas, and he'd just be, like I said, like promising me this shit that just like had this eerie feeling about, but I could tell that his focus wasn't on me or focus on anything except for making money. He even was begging me for money all the time. He was like, I look for one of those out there so that way nobody fucks it up. You know what I'm saying? But like, yeah, no. There was a time, I'm not gonna say that, but yeah, no. He was. Oh no, I'm not working right now. Oops, fix that. But yeah, he was for a year. I just was not dropping music. He forbade me from dropping music because it was he swore that he was like, we have record labels. We're gonna drop it through them. They want you, and we're ready. We just have just a little bit of things. It was just bullshit all the time. So for a year and a half, I was like greedy with my music. I didn't want to work with anybody because he said I couldn't. I didn't. You know what I'm saying? I just didn't. I couldn't do anything with my music. It was like treasures. And then I just kind of put it on the back burner of my mind and let him run the train. And then eventually I moved out here. He asked if I wanted to sign again. I was like, fuck no. And then he was like, well, then propose a buyout. And I was like, you've done nothing for me, and you've asked me for money so many times. So yeah, it was rough. But now he's gone, and I'm excited to like just go crazy and drop music because I've only dropped music on SoundCloud my whole life.
What's dude's name?
Jason. Jason what? I don't know that nigga's last name. His Towers LA, Towers Studio LA. Fuck that nigga. Fuck that nigga, Towers Studio LA. And in fact, I'm pretty sure like 100% of his artists that he worked with that I've talked to say fuck him too. Don't. My dad says don't. It's too late, Dad. Fuck. Too late. It's fine. That nigga said he was gonna spread bad shit about me. Remember? Don't share negativity. You're right. Positive energy, Dad. Positive energy.
But anyway,
bless that nigga.
Drop the song, man. You got the song out.
Oh yeah.
And
are you
doing SoundCloud?
Were you gonna throw that on your end?
Yeah.
Yes, sir. Yeah. This one's the one that's already out. Dad, stop telling me what to do. This is live. He's like,
shit, you got a good dad, man.
No, I know I got a good dad. Got a good mom too, and a good brother. Don't put my shades on, come on. Volume up, down, good.
It's perfect, man.
Cause I'm making people be on it. I say what I want with the cabin. Yeah, money, no drama, no passion. I'm passing out so like in traffic. Pull up on you, pull it out, I gon' spaz it. Whoops, baby, don't play with my mind. Spark up the blunt and we fine. Through all of this time, all the money is mine, but I still got a feeling I'm fine. And nothing inside of me. You see the demon that out of me, but she's so thinking I'm fine. I think we gon' make it all right. I just gotta do it inside. Let's put up my fucking fight. Like, no, baby, you gotta have to be 4:30 in the minute, so I take my pill. I'm really on time, just keep it fucked to a fucking. I'm about to roll up, and I make the deal. Yeah, I'm about to break the seal. Got a new flow up, so I came to keep it. Got a new flow up, so I made a meal. The whip that I do in the auction, don't make an assumption. Cause I got a couple different options. Yeah, I pull up in the bar, get the function. I pull up in the caddy when I'm done. Then I pull up in the pizza when I'm saucing. All the mother niggas didn't have it. They looking like I wanna pull it off. And I put them in the coffin. Say you want the money, you can have it. Baby, we gon' make it happen. But first, a new car. Alright, man, I'm gonna do it.
So I just want to say real quick, you know, friggin' this is why it's so important to, you know, understand the fundamentals of music, man. You know what I'm saying, for the people listening in, dude. Cause yeah, I mean, you would not be coming over the top like that. You know what I'm saying? If you didn't do it like that, if you didn't understand, you know, music history and these sorts of things. You know what I mean? And I know that because
Referring to, if you're just turning in, it's because he knows I've been classically trained since I was 5 on the piano, and I've been like, you know, by a Russian teacher at Stella Stein. That's my homegirl. She was brutal. She was brutal, but she taught me everything there literally is to know about understanding music.
Yeah, and I'm just saying, you're celestial, man. You know what I'm saying?
Hey,
and so many are not, you know, because they don't understand it like that, man. You know what I'm saying? They do not understand rhythm and melody and theory and everything that it takes to really come with that fire, man.
Yeah, man, I really appreciate that. Thank you.
Yeah, well, you know, I mean, bro, I was just like you when I was your age, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's a big part of why I've, you know, wanted to holler at y'all. You know, I think the three of us have a lot in common. You know what I mean? But, yeah, you know, I let family ties and stuff like that, man, kind of tie me up. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, you know, I just hope that you just stay on it, man. You know, stay in there like swimwear, homie. You know what I mean?
Yeah, man. I have like a bunch of these ones that I know nobody has heard, and I don't know which one to play. Oh, what about Voodoo? I can pull up the new Voodoo. No, not that thing. No, someone's already out. Should I pull the new Voodoo? Hold on. So we had Voodoo out, and a lot of people heard this like on my Snapchat and shit, but we re-recorded it, and it just sounds so much better. Hold on, let me see if I can find it. I need to leave this.
Man, you should do a Tekashi diss, bro.
A Tekashi diss?
Yeah.
Yeah, we're gonna keep everything positive until we up there. No news.
I'm just saying, I think you would kill, man.
Yeah. Well, it's like, I don't know. I mean, I think we talked about it last time. You said it was like putting a child in a situation where a child wouldn't thrive. Like he was good at claiming. He wasn't good at, he wasn't a gangster. He had fucking rainbow hair, and he did that shit for a while, but it's like for image, or it's what it looked like and stuff. I don't know what you were saying about it, but I ended up agreeing. So
yeah, well, yeah. I was saying that dude didn't really understand what he was doing, man, and I stand by that, man. He didn't. He wasn't built for it, man. You know, like I mean, Pac was born into it, man. You know what I mean? Like apples and oranges. You know.
What was it on your voodoo? Is this mastering completed? Yeah.
Yeah. So this track, it's on the project.
So, how far from Hollywood are y'all in LBC?
Like 30, 45 minutes. Yeah, not far.
I'm wondering how did I happen to run into you there then, Sheldon? You were just out there working, or what were you doing? Do you
I don't see you at 24 Hour Fitness Hollywood, so I'm trying to figure it out too.
You gotta dig deep. Yeah. But this is the one I'm excited to show you. And you know I'll be producing all this shit right here in my bedroom. That's how we do, that's how we do, that's how we do it. Dang, nigga, we got Gucci, we got Lincoln. I'm a criminal, yeah, I'm smooth. Yeah, I'm smooth. Yo, bad killer, I feel like I'm cool. Magic man, I can't do the voodoo. I can do it. I got bitches on my bed, on my bed, and in my bed. That was this one too. You will hear his verse too. You might be looking bad, bitches naked, all the things I do. I just wanna see that fucking money keep stacking. Never tired, always working, never stopping. I got life and time for relaxing. All my hobbies making money, all my mom's access capping. I got shooters on my left, I got killers on my right. Yeah, we never looking for me, shoot me, you was in our sight. You got a problem, we can fix that. We got ways to keep it out of keep my enemies inside. We can't put them without a fight, so nigga get back. I'm a uptech, little shawty with a big ass. Step like that, pull up bodies and I hit that. I can hold cash down, till I soon fast, gotta do the dash, so I throw her in a rover, fuck her in a fashion over. Get a supernova, told the bitch to bend it over. I don't need a buddy, but my gang, that's my only brother. Gotta make it rain, I'm a player, so my hustlers let me hear you say it. Rolling with my gang, that's how we do, that's how we do, that's how we do it. Gang, nigga, we got Gucci, we got Lincoln. I'm a criminal, yeah, I'm smooth, yeah, I'm smooth, yeah, I'm smooth. Yo, bad killer, I feel like I'm good. Hey, magic man, I can't do the voodoo.
Money making bitch, I fill up in this bitch. Got so much drip, make a young nigga rich. In the 6'4" on my California case shit. Living life lavish every day of vacation. Smoking Albertino at the bank or the casino. I really do this nigga, I'm smoother than rock the never on some that shit. Moving, we do this shit like the mafia. Ain't no stopping us, snapping niggas with binoculars. It's obvious, these niggas trying to copy us. Tell me what you want, I might be falling for the audience. She falling for my ass, she falling for the cockiness. Rolling with the gang, you ain't ready for the godliness.
Yo, who said that? Connor Cozy.
Yo, what's up? He said Jordan Sado is the truth. Yes, sir. Magic man, I can't even I got bitches on my bed and in my bed. We should hear that first. The bass is the hardest part about this song. All the things I do. Yes, sir. I love that song. I didn't mean to play this one. But this one goes hard too. Just previewing a little bit of it. Since we got 4 people. I'd rather show you, since you mentioned melodies, more melodic ones. Which one's melodic and has? Okay. Home or what's the other one that's really good? Bad Things. Home. This one's more of an R&B one, since I just played a harder rap one. This one's like real R&B.
Who's doing the instrumental on that?
I do all this. I produce it all right here.
Nice.
Demons, yes sir. My dad's let me play Demons. I'm just trying to make it last with you. Trying to make it last. Trying to make it last. Trying to make it last. I'm just trying to make it last with you. Trying to make it last. Trying to make it last. Trying to make it last. I'm just trying to make it
got problems, you got problems. Could love be the answer. Baby girl, she know that, So she made me drop that, might just blow my chase. Yeah, I've been chasing the bag of my own girl, we one in the same, I just be grabbing, I'm hustling, I'm going. Baby, I try, but I can't seem to get you on my fucking brain. Baby, just let me be crazy. I am not trying to change. I'm just trying to make it last with you. Trying to make it last. Trying to make it last. Trying to make it last. I'm just trying to make it last with you. Make it last. Trying to make it last. Trying to make it last. I think it
Yeah, yo, Voted, what's up, man? You feeling
that? Yeah, man. Friggin', you just had me in a trance there, brother. That's all.
Oh yeah,
Good
that's that.
shit. Yes, sir. That's that music, sir.
Yeah, friggin'. I don't know, bro. You just bring me to the depths of my inner artist, man. You know what I'm saying?
Like hearing that.
Nice.
That's really good to hear, man. I'd love. Can I keep showing you more? Or you want to go back talking or what?
Oh, nah, we're straight, man. Whatever's whatever, doggy. I ain't tripping.
We're gonna hit on one more because it's dropping June 1st.
Demons or Ice
Cream? Demons.
Demons.
Request.
All right, press. 3 bucks. I say, let's go. I feel most of love around in front of police. I'm a killer and I keep it on the low. Yeah, baby, give me more. Yeah, baby, give me more. Yeah, falling from the sky. I see demons, I got blood in my eyes. I got fiends up the door. I'm gonna feel the sky. Cause I lost all of my hopes, but I ain't tryna die. Cause I'm lost and alone. And I know I can fly, I can fly. Can I ask what you want? I've been running up these gangsters for the fun. Looking tired like they left you in the sun. Been Tony Bundy sleeping right next to my gun. Baby got money, she take it up, drop it back. Mess with her whole like what's happening. Money she takes, a whole lot of cash and no capping. Never got sleep on a savage, never no heart, no sadness. No tapping, I don't like this when we scrapping. Guess I got mad as a habit. They put up pass for the action. That's not what happened. I say, let's go. I feel most alive around in front of police. I'm a killer and I keep it on the low. Yeah, baby, give me more. Yeah, baby, give me more. Yeah, falling from the sky. I see demons, I got blood in my eyes. I got fiends at the door. I'm a fear. Cause I lost all of my hopes, but I ain't tryna die. Cause I'm lost and alone. And I know I can fly, I can fly. Let's go. I say, let's go. I say, let's go. I'm lost and I'm running from the police. I'm showing them my kindness, VVS on my diamonds. I've been sipping on the hot tip. I've been sipping on hot nuggets, shooting flames. I say hot duty, do a life, you steady losing. Watch and learn, I got the blueprints. And my flow is all that shit. Pull up with me to the phone, pull up with me and we stunting. I got a need for the structure, that's my assumption. Start with that dream and something. You got no life, you got nothing, and that's why you bum. Sound like I am my future. Like someone to meet you, but I don't need you. Ask on my face if I see you. And I was long. Yeah, that was one of the first ones I did. That was like a year and a half ago. That was when I was living in Texas. A lot of these are from when I was living in Texas. The only ones I did in California are 3 or 4 of them that I did in California.
Yeah.
So that's I'm excited for the next album because I've got beats that are about to slap already just from like over the months that I've just been not dropping music. I already just have so much good content that I forgot about because I've just been holding on to these and not wanting to make more. So I just, fixed these up, made them sound crispier, and then we put them in an album, and then we added a couple new ones, and then we have already just ideas for albums down the road, and that's when we were just like, we have nothing to wait for.
What DAW are you using, man?
Huh?
What DAW are you using? Do you know?
What system?
Digital audio workstation, man.
I don't know this slang. I'm using Logic Pro 10.
Okay, so
just bare bones, and I just do all of it on my little keyboard. Not my little keyboard. I have an 88 key, because me, I play piano, which I could also do for you if you wanted me to.
So you have a really solid synthesizer that you're tapping in with?
No, I literally use
your MIDI in it.
Oh, MIDI. That's it.
Are they even weighted keys? Tell me that.
Yes, the keys. The keys aren't weighted, because I would get frustrated because my fingers move faster. And even this with weighted keys doesn't feel like a piano, because it's like with the piano I can do stuff real fast, and here it's like it doesn't register, and it pisses me off. But I really want to get a new keyboard. Yeah, no, it's a new keyboard, a new mic. I told you I'm working with a Blue Yeti.
So do you quantize things, or you just freaking flow with it?
Okay, so now we're talking about. I like that we're talking about producer shit, because I have a lot of friends with producer questions, so I can just send them this and not have to type. As far as quantizing, I quantize beats for sure, like the hits, all the drums and all the basses. Yeah. If it comes to melodies, it depends on what I'm going for in the sound. If I want it to sound like a rap song, that's like kind of a little bit more underground. Yeah, I quantize everything, because that's what they do. But like,
because it's more about rhythm.
Yeah. But like I do live about I don't know if you've heard of, what is it called again? I don't talk to people about this shit, so I forget what the terms. A swing, you know what I'm saying? When something's just like a little bit, yeah. I don't quantize everything. I'll drag it specifically where I want it if I miss where I hit it, but I'm pretty accurate.
Yeah, I can't remember the technical term that you're talking about, but I know what you're saying. What's your dad talking about? You can share about what you were going through when you were writing.
He wants me to talk about, excuse me. I don't know. I was living in Texas. I was a dad. I found out I was going to be a dad when I was 17. Became a dad when I was 18. I just graduated high school. Went through a lot during high school, and I never really had a high school experience. I will tell you that, a normal one at least. When I was 16, I moved out of my parents' house and started running a trap house for all intents and purposes. I know my dad's not going to like me talking about this on the interwaves, but there was a lot of illegal stuff that we were trafficking to pay rent, because it was a 6-bedroom house. We had a lot of animals, and I bought cars and stuff. It was a weird life I lived, and then I ended up dropping out. And then I went back, and I went to like an alternative ghetto school, and I graduated early. And it's like I missed out on all that, and I became a dad. And that's not I have no mat on my throat. You know what I'm saying? Like my whole purpose is to just keep moving, and it was one of those really hard things for me to deal with. And throughout the course of months, I just started getting really not depressed, but numb, if that would make sense. And I started doing a lot of crazy things just to try and bring excitement back to my life, not with people, just alone. And I started realizing it was getting to a pretty rough. I don't like the word suicidal point, but it was getting to a point where it was like I was looking for an ultimate escape, which I knew I couldn't find materialistically, and especially in Texas, where I'd been there for so long, where I was really, really numb. So yeah, there was a point where I ended up going to a hospital and spending a bunch of time there, because I had nearly successfully, done the job. But throughout all of this, I was writing songs every now and then, and that's what he's talking about. So I know that I get real lit to these songs, but the lyrics are actually pretty deep sometimes, and I think that's what he's talking about, is what I was going through when I wrote a lot of these.
Yeah, no, man, like I just want to tell you, that like, bro, I started this talk show, homie, to add value, to serve people, you know what I'm saying, to offer an equal opportunity platform, etc. You know what I mean? And it's been quite interesting doing so. And with that being said, man, I've been a writer, bro, since I was young, homie. I mean, like since I was like 8 years old, I really seriously started diving into poetry. You
Mm-hmm.
know, like my mom was, clinically bipolar and stuff. So she used to write to help get through her traumas and stuff like that. And so yeah, man, I just it's just a breath of fresh air hollering at you, man. Because that's where I'm at first and foremost, man. Is my music, brother. You know what I'm saying? But as you know, as anybody in the game knows, man, whether you come in the game, and are vested, from generations before you or whatever, we all got to do, what we don't like to do as much. I mean, like you'll even hear Eminem, in interviews talking about, like, I don't like doing that, this or that. You know what I mean? But it's all a necessity, man. It doesn't matter.
It sounds like what you're talking about. By the way, Dad, I hope you're still listening, because I've talked about that book that I read or listened to the entire thing of, The Subtle Art of Not Giving a Fuck. An amazing book. Yeah,
Heard about that.
where I was talking about how it talks about choosing your struggles, and it really stuck with me. It was like anybody can dream about being a movie star, but if they can't dream about going through, having somebody tell you what to do and going to all auditions, and if you can't dream about that and want that, you'll never be a movie star, because you're going to dread it the whole time, and you're not going to ever make it. And anybody can dream about being a dentist, but if you can't dream about going to school and studying hard and not going to parties at college, you know what I'm saying? Then you're not going to make it. But if you can dream about those struggles and want to go through them, if you're willing to go through them, those are the things you'll succeed in. So I learned to start choosing my struggles and choosing it. And that's what you're saying, is like these things, like he was like, I don't want to do this, I don't want to do that, but it's a necessity. It's just choosing your struggles. It's like, yeah, he's like, it's not that that's something he naturally inadvertently wants to do. It's just part of the game that he's willing to play. You know what I'm saying?
It's like Bob Dylan said, man. Everybody's got to mind somebody.
Right.
I mean, it don't matter if you're working for the man or you working for yourself, because you're still working for the man. You know what I'm saying? I mean, like, we're all interconnected, man. You can, you could go live on a remote island and not, speak to nobody or whatever, man. But you're still a Homo sapien, man. You know what I'm saying? Like,
No, I started learning how to be my own fucking boss, especially working from home. Especially working from home, where I get judged off my hours, and I'm working for somebody I care about, my friend's mom, who I very much care about. It's like I've learned how to start being my own boss, and that's one of the reasons why I spent a week at home. It's not because, again, I don't want to, but it's like, if this is paying off, and I'm willing to. You know what I'm saying? It's like,
yeah, no, I'm extremely driven, man. When I'm doing something that I love, and what I mean when I say doing something that I love, I'm talking like, bottom line concepts, man. Across the board. You know what I mean?
have you ever like Adderall or Vyvanse?
Say it again.
You ever taken Adderall or Vyvanse?
Nope.
No.
Uh-uh.
It's one of those things that I feel like, after being prescribed, now that I don't take them regularly, I take them very chopped up. But it taught me something. It taught me about how my brain and how I can. Okay, your brain is a part of your body, but your body makes different decisions than your brain, and it's very apparent. It's like if you're in school and you want to. I'm not going off about something bad. Okay. He's over here just. I feel like it's the only reason he's watching. He's like, what is he gonna expose me for? You know what I'm saying? Some shit like that. Okay, look.
Yo, y'all see that on top there? What it's saying? Does it tell you that there's a minute 40 remaining?
Nah, it probably tells you.
No, it tells you.
Okay, so just letting you know, yeah, because it's about to cut us off.
Fuck, that made me lose my train of thought. What was I talking
about? Something that something.
All right, I got it. Okay, so your brain. So it's like you'll be like, okay, I have an essay due in 2 days, but I really want to just eat, smoke, play video games, go to bed. Which one are you gonna do? Typically, the one that your body wants to do. It's just what we innately do. We're just human beings, unless you were raised a certain way or some shit. But it's like taking, Vyvanse and then not taking it, even when I'm off it. It's just I've learned that your brain can just tell you what to do. It's like I'll be like, I don't really want to do this. I don't really want to deep clean the fuck out of my room. You know what I'm saying? But it's like, well, I want to lay down, but my body's just, that's just something. It's like my brain is in control, right? And my brain started becoming my own boss. That's what I was talking about earlier about. It's like, I don't know, who's the person I respect the most? You know what I'm saying? So he's the only one that's gonna be able to tell me what to do and me do it. So I don't know.
So we got about 40 seconds. Look, so I wanna tell y'all, I appreciate you coming on. You know, sorry for the mishaps in the past and the miscommunications, you know, that we've had. It's all just a natural progression in the business, you know what I'm saying? But I'm a raw cat, so like I ain't got no problem, you know, saying what's up, you know what I mean? Like I know a lot of cats want to be bougie and, you know, two-way mirror it and you know, be pretentious, but I'm not that dude, you know what I'm saying? So anyway, you know, I appreciate y'all being on Small Talk with Devoted. You know, we will, you know, be in touch soon.